What's up YouTube? Capital G here. More Galaxy Felgrand action for you guys to check out. I feel like I am growing more fond of this deck by the day. So many different plays, so many high level monsters. You get the Felgrand aspect, you get a whole bunch of Exceed plays, and even though none of the cards in these archetypes really have kind of like negation from the main deck standpoint, you get a lot of negation from the rank 8s in the extra deck. So those are basically how you're going to stop your opponent. Dueling against Magical Musketeer, I would give Musketeers probably the edge in this matchup, especially if they went second. But, you know, Musketeers, they can have a little bit of a struggle because there is like a Return of the Dragon Lords, and that can obviously stop Desperado and some of the removal that the deck wants to use. So he's going to go with Kid Brave. He's going to activate the effect. At first I was like, he didn't activate the effect. Activates the Good Doctor to get a card back, which is the Last Stand. Unfortunately, his opponent only has one spell and trap in his opening hand. He actually did not use the Last Stand on Dragon Ravine. I guess he just wanted to try to get the plus from the discard cost, which is fine, but it was Felgrand Dragon, so it might not be all that important that he ended up getting that plus, especially if the big Felgrand, which it is already in the graveyard. So he's going to summon that Felgrand back and try to get rid of a card. Looks like Magical Musketeer. What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got some more Galaxy Felgrand action for you guys to check out. It seems like I am growing more and more fond of this deck by the day. This time its competition will be the Magical Musketeers, aka the next Zodiac. Shoutouts to Lithium. I love that meme so much. This is a matchup that I think should probably be favored for Magical Musketeers, but there is Return of the Dragon Lords. That card is kind of difficult for Musketeers to deal with. And also, if you know, Felgrand can get multiple big dragons on the field, like Art Brave plus Felgrand, they might be able to win because Musketeers can struggle without the spells and traps to get over big monsters. They just have no ways because the Musketeer monsters really aren't that big. Even Max, which is a fantastic Link monster, it's only 1,000 attack, so it's not beating over anything. Anyways, I believe that Musketeers are up first. Going to go for a Kid Brave play. He's going to get the Good Doctor on field. Good Doctor is going to be able to add that Last Stand back, which he discarded from Kid Brave. I don't really like Kid Brave that much, but you just kind of have to play it. It really sucks if it gets Ash Blossom. Whatever, Galaxy Soldier is going to be activated. Lets him use Dragon's Ravine. Did not use Last Stand on it. He actually was like, I guess I want to take the plus. Let him discard as a cost. Problem is, he did discard Art Brave Dragon, and that can float from the graveyard, summoning your like your Felgrand and stuff like that. So Art Brave is actually pretty good fodder there. He is going to get that copy of Felgrand Dragon equipped, and it's in the graveyard now, so he's in pretty good shape. Let's see. Looks like Felgrand's going to be summoned back. It's targeting the Kid Brave. Magical Musketeers don't have anything to stop it, and then he attacks over Docton. That means he's going to get Art Brave Dragon back, and this is exactly what you didn't want to see if you're a Musketeer player. Now, I don't know if I agree with him going for the Erratic Seal, Link Monster. It seems, I don't know about that. I mean, it kind of stops Max a little bit, but whatever. He is going to activate that Dancing Needle. That is going to wreck the graveyard hard and get him a Casper from the deck. So it really looks like he's in commanding position. He's also just going to bounce the copy of Starfire, then normal summon it, go into Max, get himself a Desperado plus, then activate Casper off Desperado. So this is exactly where you want to be if you're playing Musketeers. Like, you want to be going into Max and getting searches and having Casper on field. Also, even though you got Return of the Dragon Lords, he does have a way of stopping it with Last Stand because he's been holding to that for a while. So he is going to go ahead and use Last Stand. That lets him plus off Casper. He's going to get himself cross domination, and now it looks like, you know, Felgrand, the Felgrand Galaxy deck is kind of stalled out. He has a little damage here. That is one of the Achilles heel of Magical Musketeers. Very similar to Altergeist or Sky Striker. Even against an open field, you just can't like push for any legitimate damage. He's going to set the Ash Blossom. He says, Cap G, this is now the win condition. But that's not going to do anything. Cross domination makes it 0 defense, and he's almost able to close him out. 400 life points. Again, it looks like this should be a game Musketeers win. I would think so. Monster Reborn for Galaxy Soldier, which is actually going to search. It's going to search. He is going to pop it. I don't know about that because now he can summon a second one. It gives him cross domination, so maybe that's okay. He's going to use the effect of cross domination to negate the copy of Galaxy Knight, and you think that he doesn't have any plays, but people forget about the Soul Flare Dragon, man. It can add a card back from the graveyard, so Now he can actually attack, and he does have a decent sized monster on board. Now this is the 0 IQ play, man. He goes for the Nightmare Shark, trying to go for that cheese. He's thinking, cap, I'll detach a material, attack my opponent directly, GG no re, but he's forgotten Soul Flare Dragon has an effect. He can just activate the effect, pop the copy of the shark, and now his opponent actually has no plays. And Ties of the Brethren is a terrible top deck, so he's going to attack over Max, which has basically, again, no attack value. He does get lucky with the instant fusion, goes for Thousand-Eyes Strict, Linkuriboh, and he almost has enough. 100 life points short of winning. Make your bets, guys. Who is going to win this duel? Come on now, it should be obvious considering it's on this channel. 100 life point combat, just like in the anime. He gets a copy of Back to the Front. Photon Thrasher simply attack into Linkuriboh, get it off the field, and now if he gets a top deck, well, that was really unfortunate. Gets called by the grave, but he already has that monster. He already has that called by the Back to the Front set, so he can activate that. Now I'm almost certain he can do enough damage here. He's going to use Called by the Grave to stop the effect of Soul Flare Dragon, but he didn't actually get rid of like the Photon or the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon that he had in the graveyard. Didn't matter. He had 2 copies of them in the graveyard anyways. Goes for a really big Xyz monster, number 97, and that can bring out the Atopic Dragon. I don't think I've ever actually seen this card summoned from number 97. Usually people go for 38, Titanic Galaxy. How would you even, like, can you even make this? And maybe if he's running, yeah, I guess if he's running like the Utopia package, but no, you have to have rank ups to summon this card. So I guess that 97 is pretty much the only way that he could summon this, but it's a 4,000 beater, so it definitely helps you in the game. Anyways, Magical Musketeers throwing that game super hard. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.